Alright, Shalawam Israel. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And Shalawam to the elect men, doing this work in truth and in sincerity. This lesson is going to be entitled, if this lesson is going to be entitled, Fear the Lord, or else, you will be a public example. And I was just reading 1 Kings, the 13th chapter. This is 1 Kings 13 and 7. Let me see. 6 actually. And the king answered and said unto the man of God, Entreat now the face of the Lord thy God, and pray for me, that my hand be restored unto me again. Because at this point, the man of the Lord was prophesying against the altar that Jeroboam, what was that? I believe is that Jeroboam? He was prophesying against the altar that Jeroboam was trying to wickedly, push on Israel. And he's basically saying that, the altar's going to burn up. And, well, you know what? I'm going to just read it since I'm, almost at the top. This is 1 Kings 13 and 1. And behold, there came a man of God out of Judah by the word of the Lord unto Bethel. And Jeroboam stood by the altar to burn incense. And he cried again against the altar, and the word of the Lord said, O altar, altar, thus saith the Lord, behold, a child shall be born unto the house of David, Josiah by name, and upon thee shall he offer the priests of the high places that burnt offerings upon that burnt incense upon thee, and men's bones shall be burnt upon thee. And he gave a sign the same day, saying, This is the sign which the Lord have spoken. Alright, so at this point, the man of the Lord was speaking against Jeroboam because he was trying to wickedly was setting up an altar against Israel so that they may not come together with Rehoboam, the king of Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. Now it says he gave a sign the same day, meaning basically the day that the Lord was going to bring his prophecy was a day that this man of the Lord spoke the sign. This is a sign which the Lord hath spoken. Behold, the altar shall be rent, and the ashes that are upon it shall be poured out. And it came to pass, when King Jeroboam heard the saying of the man of God, which hath cried against the altar in Bethel, that he pulled forth his hand from the altar, saying, Lay hold on him. And his hand which he put against the altar dried up, so that he could not put it again to him. Alright, so now you can see the prophecy of the Lord, coming to pass, man, where Jeroboam was basically trying to, get people to lay hands on the man of the Lord for speaking the truth, man, for speaking against his altar, man. As it is written in Acts the 5th chapter that, this I believe it's like, if this thing be of men, it will come to naught, man. Alright, so that was of man, man. This is verse 5, 1 Kings 13 and 5. The altar also was rent, and the ashes poured out from the altar, according to the sign which the man of God had given by the word of the Lord. And the king answered and said unto the man of God, Entreat now the face of the Lord thy God, and pray for me, that my hand may be restored me again. And that's what I'm saying, that goes to show you how people don't fear the Lord until the Lord, actually does something to them personally, man. That's how it is today, man. A lot of people, you got a lot of false prophets, a lot of scoffers and scorners that come up against the real men of the Lord, the men of Great Millstone, starting with the apostles and elders of Great Millstone on down, man. And a lot of people don't really reverence what we say because they think it's of man. Alright, just as this man did, but it was actually of the Lord. That's why it came to pass, that my hand may be restored to me again. And the man of God besought the Lord, and the king's hand was restored him again, and became as it was before. That was prophecy. That his hand would be I believe burnt off. Verse 7, the king said unto the man of God, come home with me. Oh yeah, it says that right there. That see, back in verse 2, the priests of high places that burn incense upon thee, and men's bones shall be burnt upon thee. So it says, and the man of God, back in verse 6, but that was just going to show how it was actually prophecy. Verse 7, and the king said unto the man of God, come home with me, and refresh thyself, and I will give thee a reward. And the man of God said unto the king, if thou wilt give me half thine house, I will not go in with thee, neither will I eat bread nor drink water in this place. For so it was charged me by the word of the Lord, saying, eat no bread, nor drink water, nor turn again by the same way that thou camest. So he went another way, and returned not by the way that he came to Bethel. Now there dwelt an old prophet in Bethel, and his sons came and told him all the works that the man of God had done that day in Bethel, the words which he had spoken unto the king. Them they told also to their father. And their father said unto them, what way went he? For his sons had seen what way the man of God went, which came from Judah. So this man of God was looking for the prophet that came to Jeroboam. He was requiring of him, and his sons was telling him about him, saying, he went this way, he was doing this, that, and the third. So this is verse 13. And he said unto his sons, saddle me the ass. So that they saddled him the ass, and he rode thereon, and went after the man of God, and found him sitting under an oak. And he said unto him, art thou the man of God that camest from Judah? And he said, I am. Then he said unto him, come home with me and eat bread. And he said, I may not return with thee, nor go in with thee, neither will I eat bread nor drink water with thee in this place. For it was said to me by the word of the Lord, thou shalt eat no bread. For it was said to me by the word of the Lord, thou shalt eat no bread nor drink water there, nor turn again to go by the way that thou camest. He said unto him, I am a prophet also, as thou art. And an angel spake unto me by the way of the Lord, saying, bring him back with thee into thine house, that he may eat bread and drink water. But he lied unto him. Alright, but of course, well, he's going to keep reading. So he went back with him, and did eat in his house and drink water. So the Most High put a lying spirit on this man, and the Most High can do that, and he does do that to people. The scriptures, it is written in the scriptures, how we should suffer wrongfully. It is also, it's also different accounts where the Most High had put lying spirits on different men. Okay. He has put lying spirits on different men. So it is very. This is also goes to show you, this also goes to show why we should, definitely remain in the spirit and trust, trust the Lord YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, and trust the Lord, and trust, know who he's dealing with, man. As it is written, especially since we're coming in the last stage, you're gonna have a lot of men, basically saying that they come in the name of the Lord, but they false prophets. So this is 1 Kings 13:19. So he went back with him, and did eat in his house and drink water. And it came to pass, as they sat at the table, that the word of the Lord came unto the prophet that brought him back. And he cried unto the man of God that came from Judah, saying, thus saith the Lord, for as much as thou hast disobeyed the mouth of the Lord, and hast not kept the commandment which the Lord thy God commanded thee, but camest back, and hast eaten bread and drunk water in the place of that which the Lord did say to thee, eat no bread and drink no water, thy carcass shall not come unto the sepulchre of thy fathers. Alright, so after he did it, man, basically going to show you that we going to be tested in this truth of ours, man, as men of the Lord. Because the Most High, he wants to try you, man. And that's basically a test, man, to try you, man, to see, if you're worthy, to walk with him, man, to see if you gonna take his words seriously or you're not, man. Basically to see if you are chosen, you are one of his, man. But it's a various spiritual points in here. But let's see. But came back and has eaten bread and drunk water in the place of the which the Lord did say to thee, eat no bread and drink no water. Thy carcass shall not come into the sepulchre of thy fathers. And ultimately, Slaki, the point I want to get at, I forgot. But the point I wanted to get at is that ultimately, you got to know the spirit of the Lord, man. And you got to truly trust in what the Lord says. That's what it is, man. All right? The Lord said that he's not a man that he shall lie, man. The Most High say one thing, and that's what he means, man. But came back and verse 23, and it came to pass after he had eaten bread and after he had drunk that he saddled for him to the ass to whip for the prophet whom he had brought back. And when he was gone, a lion met him by the way and slew him, and his carcass was cast in the way, and the ass stood by it. The lion also stood by the carcass. All right, and this goes to show you, man, that if you basically don't follow the Lord and you come up against him in any way, shape, or form, he could make you a public example. Here it is, the lion didn't fuck up the ass, but he only fucked up the man. The lion didn't fuck up the ass, but he only fucked up the man. It says his carcass was cast in the way, and the ass stood by it. The lion also stood by the carcass. And behold, men passed by and saw the carcass cast in the way, and the lion stand by the carcass. Now we know, in this day and age, and what? We know that a lion would tear a sheep up, man. But in this instance, the Most High just had strictly judgment for this man that didn't follow the Lord, man. And he made him a public example, as it says here. And behold, men passed by and saw the carcass cast in the way, and the lion standing by the carcass. Now, any man in his right mind, you can be like, what the heck is that? Why is this lion stand by his carcass but not eating a sheep? What's that about? And they came and told it in the city where the old prophet dwelt. All right, so you see, how the Most High has set it up perfectly. That, judgment came to that prophet that didn't listen to the Lord, and he made him a public example, man, to show him, how you shouldn't be, man. All right, as it's written, man, through the fear of the Lord we persuade men. That's that's something. As you read more, you get a better understanding of the scriptures, man. And when the prophet that brought him back from the way heard thereof, he said, it is the man of God who was disobedient to the word of the Lord. Therefore the Lord had delivered him unto the lion, which have torn him and slain him according to the word of the Lord, which he spake unto him. And he spake to his son, saying, saddle me the ass, and they saddled him. And he went and found his carcass cast in the way, and the ass and the lion standing by the carcass. The lion had not eaten the carcass, nor the torn ass. And the prophet took up the carcass of the man of God, and laid it upon the ass, and brought it back. And the old prophet came in the city to mourn and to bury him. So this goes to show you also that the Most High, put a lion spirit on this man. The Most High just did that ultimately to test the prophet, man. Like the Most High, is going to, in the last days coming up, the Most High is going to put a lion spirit on a lot of our people, these scoffers, scorners, and our family members, ultimately to test us, man. Put a lion spirit, put Esau in front of you. In the last days you may be in that interrogation room, them lying on brothers, this, that, and the third. But that's all to test your faith, man. So, this just, to me, it's you can learn so many points just from this chapter alone, man. But that was basically it. Like I said, man, if you call yourself a man of the Lord, you call yourself a prophet of the Lord, you better, watch and walk with the Lord, because, and truly believe in what he says, man, because if not, he will make you a public example, man. Like the apostles had brought out about the dude who's coming up against my shot, man. He killed his son. You know, a lot of these dudes, man, the dude that was committing adultery, the Most High, you know what I'm saying, messed up his lower extremities. The other dude that fell out, the Most High had him being run over by 18-wheeler, man. You know, so it ain't no joke to, you know what I'm saying, be trying to cross the Lord, you know. But with that, I pray brothers edified. Shalawam, Israel.